All right, guys, what is going on? My name is Dylan from Field Strength and Athletics, and I got a different style of video for you today. It's gonna be a lot of ranting and talking. So if you're here for squats, bench press, and deadlift, we won't be going over that today, but we will be going over stuff that'll help you quit being a sad sack of shit. It will help you be better and more motivated to get your shit done. All right, so if you want that, if you want to be better, not just in the gym, but in life in general, if you want to be successful, listen to this video. All right, so whenever I get a new person into the gym, a new client or a new prospective client, or I'm talking to somebody out in the streets that know that I'm a strength coach, or they at least know that I personal train as my main job, the main thing that they have issues with is like, I don't know, man, I just don't have the time to work out. I can only make it twice a week to work out. I don't know, man, I can't seem to find the time to meal prep or eat healthy. I just gotta grab what I can and go, right? The problem isn't your time, the problem is your priorities. Right? And that's why you're living the life you're right now. That's why you're a sad sack of shit. Right? So what I'm gonna teach you is how to reorganize and prioritize what's actually important, not what is actually just fun. You'll enjoy life a lot more because you have the right perspective. Right? So let's go ahead and dive into that. So just for perspective, I used to be the exact same. I used to have my priorities all sorts of out of whack. So what do? How do we get this fixed? I had a mentor probably 7 years ago, that taught me how to reorganize my life, right? It's called the waterfall effect, okay? So you start with your top priority, and the top priority is whatever. If that doesn't work, everything else gets affected, right? So if you're not able to play your video game or you're bad at your video game, guess what? That's not affecting much lower than that. So we gotta prioritize according to that. All right, so I'm gonna give you an example of my priorities, and then you can kind of go in and move things around that fits for you, but I guarantee it'll be damn close to what I got. So my priorities go like this. I'm gonna give you my priorities, and I'm gonna tell you why they are where they are. Number 1, my body. Number 2, my job. Number 3, my soon-to-be wife. Number 4, family. Eventually this will be kids, maybe. And then everything else falls below that. Why do I have them in that order, right? My body, if my body fails, I can't do my job. And also it'll affect my relationship with my wife. If my body fails, then my job is not successful. If I can't do my job because my body won't let me, guess what? I can't pay for a lot of things, and that is going to affect my relationships, and that is going to affect my family and future kids, right? So that's why I have that in that section. It goes my body, my job, my significant other, my fiance, my wife, right? Because if things, say, with my job aren't necessarily going well, it doesn't affect my body, right? My body will be fine if my job is necessarily not going great, okay? Same thing goes with my relationship. If my significant other we're having troubles, guess what? That shouldn't affect my body or my job because they are higher priorities, right? So I'm going to put what's most important up top because it's going to affect everything else. If you prioritize everything like that, you'll be a lot happier and a lot more successful. I mean, definitely in the gym, but everything else. Now, this doesn't mean that your list can't be different, right? But when I look at people's priorities, what I usually see, number 1 is their job, right? That's it. And they forget about their body, and they put relations way down below, right? Job is number 1. They spend 12 to 15 hours a day working or thinking about work or doing work, and then the relationship struggle because of that, and the body struggles because of that, right? Or you'll find people that the number 1 priority is their relationships, right? Their friendships, their significant other, their extended family. That's number 1, and they put that absolutely first, But then when their job suffers because they're not willing to go do maybe a little extra work when they need to, or their body is struggling, right? That affects their relationships. But because it's a lower priority, it's way down here at the bottom of the list, they're not taking care of it. Your body, your income is important to build and help grow some of your relationships. It just is. What's the number one leading cause for divorce? It's financials. So you have to have that figured out, and you have to make sure that that is healthy, so then you can focus and put more time on your relationships. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't be spending a good amount of time with family, friends. Heck yeah, you absolutely should, but it shouldn't be the number one priority for everybody, right? If you die by the time you turn 45 because you're obese, guess what? Your relationships, your family suffer because of that, right? If you're unhealthy and they have to take care of you because you didn't take care of your body, that puts stress on the rest of it. So take care of yourself, take care of your income, take care of your family, right? Now, if you're a religious person, you can tie that in somewhere as well, because that can be absolutely essential to some people's families and lives, right? But I would still put your body first, and then maybe you can put your relationship with whatever spiritual deity that you have, and then everything else can go off of that. But it's important that you prioritize the right things, and you think about this, right? Because if you just kind of live willy-nilly, you're gonna end up working a lot, or you're gonna end up being extremely lazy, and you're not gonna make time. If you prioritize in the right order, everything will be made available. You will have the time for everything. If your body's number one, guess what? You have time to go meal prep. If your body's number one, you have time to go work out. So that way you can be healthy and you can work better, longer, and more successfully. Your body is clean, your job is good, your relationships can be healthy because you don't have these other worries going on. Your relationship can grow because you're not worried about financials, you're not as worried about your body. They're not having to take care of you by the time you turn 40 because you're obese with type 2 diabetes, right? Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with that, but it is unhealthy. So what we need to do is take care of ourselves so we can take care of others, right? Work with this video, reprioritize your life. If there's something in here that helped you, leave it down in the comments. Leave your prioritization list down below, and let's work together. Let's grow a better list. Let's be better. Let's get this, guys, all right? If you attack this with a good amount of energy, you can reprioritize your life and you can get anything you want done. You just gotta put it in the right order. Let's go. And yes, I'm aware that this is somewhat controversial because people say, no, you should put your family first. But guess what? If your body is down in the dumps and your job sucks, your relationships are going to suffer. That's just the way it is, right? So take care of what's important first, so that way you can take care of everything else, all right? If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys didn't like this video, give it a thumbs down. I don't give a crap because my priorities are straight, right? If you guys leave a comment down below, we will work with you. We'll help you reset your priorities. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more tips, tricks, not just for the gym, but to how to make your whole life work for it. I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.